Hi, my name is Michael Casey. I'm with Survey Advantage. We're part of the Membership Advantage program with NAPL, and I'm here with Tracey Cohen. And Tracey?
My name is Tracey Cohen. I'm with Target Copy. We're located in Tallahassee, Florida.
So we're just going to talk a little bit about customer surveying, customer feedback, and how a printer can really engage with their customers at a different level by utilizing that information and with your team members. So Tracey, can I just ask you a question about how you use the data as it comes back and how you would use it with your team members throughout the organization?
Sure.
When it comes back.
We've been with Survey Advantage for about 4 years now. We've been using the data for quite some time. So we actually have created a system or a series of binders that every single month when I get the data back, I print out every single survey and I go through each one with a highlighter and I highlight each answer and I make comments on the answers depending on what the answers were. If it's positive, I put a yay. If it's negative, I say we need to work on this. And I put it in the break room, and I often write on the whiteboard in the break room something like, these are the three takeaways from this month's surveys we need to work on. Please read them all, and I share them with the team. And every single month, every single member of the team goes through on their lunch break and reads the comments because they're interested in what the customers have to say as well.
It's nice to hear firsthand. It's one thing as an owner or a manager to say, you're doing a great job, but when you see that golden comment coming from someone that you may not even know they appreciate what you're doing, it can really go much further.
Yeah. And
that's great. And I didn't know you did that, so that's
yeah.
good. I learned something that I didn't know you were doing all that. That's great. That is best practice. A lot of times, it's funny, I hear sometimes when I talk to printers and owners about what they're doing, and a lot of times it's just the negatives. They call the negatives when they get the alert, and then they don't follow up on, really every survey I look at as a gift.
Oh,
You look at it and you go, they took the time, and you should acknowledge it, and you should at least come back to them, and there's always opportunities. One other question would be, how do you engage the customer? Like, I know we all love to hear the positive, but sometimes there's a negative that comes through, and so how do you handle that? And then also on the positives, like other products or whatever that comes back for other opportunities.
Sure.
So how does that process work? Because you're a good sized operation, so you probably have to delegate some of that.
I actually don't. I consider it my responsibility to reach out to the individuals who are unhappy, at least on the poor surveys.
Okay.
So when I receive a poor survey back, I typically respond within a couple of days. If it's really bad, I'll respond immediately.
Good.
And I typically either call them if it's really bad, or if it's just something negative or a comment that they made that I wish you did this better, I'll just send them an email and just say, I really appreciate your feedback. It helps us be better, and we're going to work on this as a result of your comment. And so it really helps, connects me with them, and I usually get very positive responses back.
Now, what kind of responses do you get when you call if they say I buy wide format somewhere else or whatever, and some of those other the other question that may help cultivate more business within the business? How do you handle that? Do you call, or do you have a sales rep?
I have a sales rep call those.
Okay.
So I basically have him go through the binders as well, make notes of the opportunities that they identify, and then he follows up on those opportunities.
Got it.
And it has panned out.
Thank you. Well, thanks for your time.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
for sharing a little bit of your story.
Thank you for your product.